Why, hello there everybody. How you doing today? It's me again. Today I'd like to talk to you about a standard or the standard. The standard that you use to operate and live your life by. Is it the standard of a title? A title that has fake, non-existent authority? Or is it the standard of Almighty God's authority, which says that we will all be held accountable for each and every action and thought that we have both done, as well as those thoughts and actions that we have not done, but we were supposed to have done. If you are operating under the standard of a fake, no power, no authority title that you have had placed on you or that you have taken, then my friend, you are self-deceived, as well as you are being controlled by that very title, simply because that title is based on a ranking system that does not exist. That title is based on a pecking order that does not exist. That title is based on groups that, again, do not exist. Because the title, the ranking system, the pecking order, and the groups are, again, all based on rules that have no power and authority and are simply made up. Because these rules say that you, in order for you to have your title, you must have the approval of all of the other groups in order for you to have your title, which you believe gives you, which you believe gives you, as well as receive all of the supposed power from the title that you only get because all of the groups agree that you're worthy of it, as well as supposed control, all because of this title. But the only reason why you have the title is because all of the groups have deemed you worthy. You know what that means, folks? That means you don't have a title. Well, you do have a title. And it's called slave. You are now a slave to whatever title someone puts on you. Because remember, The only reason why you have it is because everyone has agreed that you deserve it. What this means, my friend, is that if any of these groups, any group, ever changes their mind about you and your worthiness to hold that title, or if you ever change your beliefs, your thinking, and the way that you live your life, then what'll happen then is the group who has given you the title can easily, quickly give change from a thumbs up to a thumbs down. And then what they will do is move you down the ranking system, move you down the pecking order, as well as give you a brand spanking new title based solely on their opinion of you. And once they give you this new title, you know what that means. Then that means that they are definitely going to move you to another group. Now, the people that operate under this title standard are so easy to spot. It's not funny. Because what they do is you know who they are as soon as they open up their mouth. Because they believe that they have the right to deem who is worthy and who is not worthy. They believe that they have the right to put people into groups. What they do in order to maintain the status quo, they point out and ridicule and mock everyone who does not think or like they do, or everyone that is choosing not to agree with them. The hypocrisy in this is sickening. It's stupid. Consider this. They are criticizing someone for being different and saying that they are bad for being different when they themselves are deciding how different they are. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? They are pointing out other people's faults simply to retain their own title. They're telling people, no, you cannot be an individual. You cannot have your own belief system. You cannot have your own personality unless we allow you to have your own personality, belief system, unless we agree with it. Do you see how stupid that is? Do you see how ignorant that is? That way, as soon as you see somebody cutting somebody else down, all they're trying to do is maintain their spot in the non-existent ranking system, as well as maintain their spot in the non-existent pecking order, as well as maintain their spot in their non-existent group. And man does all of this simply to avoid accountability. The accountability for his and or hers actions and thoughts. Wake up, people. You are being lied to. There is no ranking system. There is no pecking order. You are unique, having no like or equal, unparalleled, incomparable. Say it. Say it. I am unique. No one deems who you are because you are a unique, one of a kind individual who has a definite purpose, meaning the reason for which something is done or created. You weren't hatched, you were created. And for which something exists, there is a purpose. There is a reason why you were created. There is a reason why you would exist in this day, in this hour, in this year. And that purpose is simply so that you, as a unique, one of a kind individual, can have a relationship with your Creator, otherwise known as Almighty God. But you were designed and created to have a very specific relationship with Almighty God as a servant of Almighty God who operates under and with the standard, operates under and by the standard of Almighty God's authority, which has deemed that you you are designed to have a good relationship with your other fellow human beings. Not to bitter and not to fight over ranking and pecking order, because there is no one above you, no one beneath you. And you are designed to go out and explain that to other human beings. Because Almighty God wants each and every one of us to have harmony with and be in harmony with each other. Because there is no pecking order. We're all equal. We are all designed to know our God. And we're all designed and should be telling everyone else about Almighty God, our Creator. Stop fighting amongst ourselves. If we want to stop the fighting, this is what we have to do. We each and every one must choose to change our hearts and our minds and give control of our hearts and minds over to Almighty God. There's no one that can force you to do that. Almighty God won't even force you to do that. That is something that you, as a unique, one of a kind individual, must freely and willingly choose to submit to Almighty God's authority. Because at the end of the day, it is Almighty God's authority that we, every single one of us, will be held accountable to. Wake up, people. Wake up. You're being lied to.